Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy for Now. I have a fun thing today. So you may remember last summer if you were here, the amazing Readathon happened. My friend Bree over at Four Paws in a Book hosted and put this amazing thing together. Oh my goodness, she killed it, y'all. So what is the amazing Readathon? This is your very bare bones rundown so that you know before you go watch Bree's video a little bit. So basically we are going to go on a race as teams. We will have different teams for different genres. I am one of Team Romance's hosts. My pal Heather over at Hia Booktubes is the other host for romance. And you obviously, if you're watching my channel, should be joining Team Romance. Duh. Come on. So we are the hosts this round. Basically, there are 10 legs of the trip. And about every 3 days, you need to be finishing a book, give or take. There's some time, there's some catch-up time, don't get me wrong. But you will finish a book, and then that'll count towards the prompt currency that you'll track and stuff. It's very simple. You can do it as simple or as complicated as you want. I will have a spreadsheet, of course, that I use to track everything. Oh, the other thing to note is that we will have a face-off weekend, which is Father's Day weekend in the States, which is, oh boy, hold on. The 14th through the 16th, we will be live with sprints as much as we can. During that time, there will be pretty much sprints every single day for this readathon. Also, because of how many hosts there are and producers, we will be able to host a lot of sprints. So that's also one of the things happening. Listen, here, you need to join my team on Team Romance. The biggest requirement for this readathon, I will note though, is you have to have Discord, because this readathon is not posted elsewhere. All the links, all the information is in the Discord. If you need help, it's in the Discord. That's where you can get all the goods. So if you're not great with Discord, I promise you it's not that intimidating and it'll be okay. You can figure it out. It's pretty easy and straightforward. And we're all happy to help you otherwise. But yeah, you will be getting weekly vlogs from me, and you will get a bonus prompt vlog at the end of the readathon from me where I tell you what I read for bonus prompts. But I'm just so excited. So yeah, vlogs will be happening. We will be reading a bunch, and I'm so ready to honestly just dive into all the things. Like, I'm so pumped. But yeah, I have 5 favorites that I gave Brie, and I want to tell you about them right now. So you could think about if you want to pick any of these up for prompts, for extra money. Any host favorites, I believe, gets you extra currency in the readathon. So there's that. But yeah, for like extreme details, Brie's video is your place to go. All right, let's dive into my favorites. First up, we have In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. This is a recent favorite. This is a nearly 500-page book, and it is so good. This is a single parent romance. It is the uncle. He's taking care of his niece, and he runs a farm / ranch situation, and our heroine, Shay, is abandoned at the altar, basically, and she comes back to this farm that she's inherited. She has to get married to keep this farm within a year, and our hero is her high school friend. Oh my goodness. Noah? Yeah, his name's Noah. I love them. I'm bad at names. I only remember her name because of Shay. But yeah, this is such a good slow burn romance. It also builds the right amount of tension. We have a fantastic child who dresses like a pirate, curses like a pirate, is a menace. We also don't have a third act breakup, but we have the right kind of conflicts to move us forward through the story in those moments where third act breakups and things like that would normally happen. Oh, it's so good. It is such a good book. It is also marriage of convenience. I do need to note that. So they do get married basically to make sure she can inherit the tulip farm, and he helps her set it up as a business and put together a business plan and all these things. And it is so good. She's also a teacher, ends up teaching in that town. It's fantastic. It also, I felt reckoned with the reality of leaving your hometown, which is not something I've experienced. I don't really have a hometown, but leaving your hometown and coming back somewhere where people have expectations of you, because Noah's constantly told oh, you were just a chubby boy and look at you now, this strapping man, all this stuff. And it's just I don't know, the way that people treat you when they've known you a long time is very interesting, and I think this dealt with some of that really nicely. Then we have A Lady for a Duke. This is definitely my emotional historical romance recommendation. If you somehow haven't read Alexis Hall and you haven't read A Lady for a Duke, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You should probably read that during this. This follows 2 childhood friends. He doesn't know it's his childhood friend because they've transitioned, and they're now a woman. And it follows their romance and this hero who is very hurt and broken from losing his friend, and then finding out that, oh my god, they're not gone. They've been here the whole time, kind of. And it's their romance, and it's very sweet, and it's very like emotionally like gutting to an extent to read. I really loved this book. I think this was such a fantastic release. I know people talked about it a lot when it first came out, and it is so worth your time that I really like, even if you've read like Alexis Hall's contemporary books, this is so different from them. This is definitely less of a comedy, like rom-com-y vibes. Like this is very much like angsty historical. And it is so dang good. I really, really cannot recommend it enough. I do want to give a quick content note here. There is discussion of war, PTSD, and ableist language in this book. But yeah, it is just everything it's described as in the description fits. You know, Viola, our heroine, is just like, she feels so terrible at how gutted her friend is from the loss of them, what they thought was the loss of them. And it's just like an absolutely amazing story, and she kind of has to risk it all to be with them so that they can know the truth and recover from that loss. Ugh, it's so good. I honestly, there's a chance I might reread this. I might reread this soon. I really want to. All right, next, my one manga pick. I tried to keep this like, I wanted to give a manga option because I know I got my manga people. Oh my god, there it is. So my manga option is available in the Viz Media app. So if you wanted to read it, you could literally pay $1.99 for a month, or $2.99. It's $1 or $2.99. I cannot remember which. I'm sorry. On the app stores for it, you can get the Viz Media app and read this entire 9-volume series, and it is so good. Ecoy, Now I'm in Love, is one of my all-time favorite mangas that is available, like pretty easily available. That is also part of why I put it on this list. Like I could have picked like Yona or stuff, but I felt like the romance isn't as strong in Yona as it is in Ecoy. Ecoy literally just wrapped up this year also, so you're welcome. But yeah, this series, Ecoy, is one of my all-time favorites. It is my favorite book about two high schoolers. She confesses to her crush in middle school, and she's kind of turned down, and it's like too late, and she's determined to never let it go by again. She will always confess her feelings to someone. So she does that to our hero, and he's kind of a bad boy, of course, my favorite thing. And he and her end up dating, and it's really, really sweet. They're kind of like the cutest little old couple you've ever seen, except for they're in high school. Like they're like a cute married old couple, but in high school. And I love that. They're very comfortable with each other. They're comfortable figuring it out and figuring out relationships. It wraps up beautifully, and then towards the end of the series, we start following another couple, which is in their friend group, and that was also really, really precious and cute. And again, we get our little fast forward with all of them. It was perfection. It is such a fun, quick 9-volume read that I really can't recommend it enough. If you are new to manga, it's also pretty accessible in my opinion, and it's not too long of a series to like pick up that way and read on your phone digitally. Ecoy is just a delight. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And then we have one of my all-time favorites, a lot of people's favorite, Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. This just had an audiobook come out, so first of all, hello, you could read it that way now, which is great. This is an indie romance that is so, so good. The other thing I want to say about this indie romance situation with Only for the Weak is this is going to be for people who want a pretty smutty book and also are looking for something that is a little messy, honestly, at the end of the day. This book is messy, and I liked the mess. So this follows our heroine. She is going on the trip to Tulum for her sister's bachelorette party before the wedding, and then the wedding's happening. Her sister is marrying her ex. Her and the ex were only together for like 6 months, first of all. And she meets Rome, who she's only met once before, and he was like, I gotta stay away. I like her too much. I'm too attracted to her, when he was with the ex, because he's best friends with her. We follow this relationship. It's so, so good. It is so good. I loved this. He's like used me as a stress ball this whole time. Like it's just gonna be for benefits, friends with benefits sort of situation, and it turns into way more. A lot of family drama in this though, so you need to be ready for that soap opera kind of style family drama. If that's not your thing, it may be a skip for you, but honestly, this is one of my favorite books I've read in the last year. It very quickly rose to that place as I read it. It was so good. Rome is ideal book boyfriend status, okay? Like ideal book partner. So yeah, highly, highly, highly recommend. And then last but not least, we have Taste Like Shakkar. This is by Nisha Sharma. This came out last fall, and I know some people didn't love Dating Dr. Dill, but I think you could try this one even if you didn't love Dating Dr. Dill, and you might like it a lot more because it's enemies to lovers, but the reveal at the end is so funny and so good. Oh my god, I had so much fun with it. It was such a delight. I absolutely loved how it worked out. Like it was so funny to me how it worked out, because our heroine and hero are like kind of enemies. He keeps giving her food though, which is really funny and cute. So he keeps delivering food to her because he knows she's not eating, and they're planning their friend's wedding from the first book. And there's a lot of things done and said, and there's like a throne scene where he like eats her out real good. It's a time. This is such a good book. Nisha wrote such a fun contemporary here that I honestly cannot wait for the next one. Dating Dr. Dill I enjoyed, but I loved Tastes Like Shakkar. Shakkar, whatever, however you say it. Anyways, I loved this one. And I really feel like if you didn't love Dating Dr. Dill, you still would probably really enjoy this one also. So give it a go if you're curious and you haven't tried it yet, because honestly, I really think you can't go wrong. Peas is loving the tripod right now, so I apologize for any shaking. So yeah, those are my 5 favorites. Heather and I had to fight over a few favorites, so be sure to go check out her favorites video, which is up now too, because we had to fight over who gets 2 different books. And I was nice, and I let her have 2 of them. Let me know if you have any guesses if you already watched Heather's video, what the 2 favorites are that we fought over. I don't know if she's gonna reveal them or not. But yeah, there you go. You've got 5 books. Earn you some extra currency in the readathon. Also, just hopefully have a good time reading them. If you are going to participate in the readathon, let me know down below. Let me know what team you're joining. Team Romance. Team Romance. Come on now. You're here. You should be joining Team Romance. If you don't want to do any of that, you can leave me an airplane emoji or heart emoji of your choice, because we do have merch again this year. And of course, got a little heart on it. It's so cute. Anyways, this is the like dark blue gray color. That is everything. Links to these books, links to be my friend anywhere on the internet that I am, and I will see y'all on the Readathon Discord. Can't wait. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we